Rafting Adventure Part 2. Since you've seen our previous video about our quad biking adventure, let's continue the journey with Part 2, our rafting experience. Before we started, we had to prepare everything we needed: our life jackets, rafting paddles, helmets, and of course, ourselves. It wasn't my first time, but doing it together with my whole family was definitely a first for me. And of course, taking pictures is always part of the journey before the real adventure begins. But before we could even get into the water, we had to carry the raft together. And believe me, it was heavy. For a group of around 14 people, we needed a large commercial sized raft, which can weigh around 60 to 80 kilograms. So teamwork started even before we entered the river. As we cruised along the river, I couldn't help but admire the beautiful fresh water surrounding us. The scenery was peaceful and refreshing, but this experience taught me something important. Rafting is not something you can do alone. You need teamwork, communication, trust, and cooperation. I was so happy to be with hardworking teammates who were really good at paddling. Because everyone worked together, our raft moved faster and we even went ahead of the others. And of course, a huge credit goes to our rafting team leader. He was really good at commanding, especially when we reached the rough and rocky parts of the river. Our group became so synchronized. One, two, three, four. Everyone paddled together. And that's when I realized that when people work together toward one goal, even something heavy becomes easier to carry. Another unforgettable part of our adventure was getting the chance to swim in the fresh river water, not just once, but 3 or 4 times. We laughed, enjoyed the water, and simply lived in the moment. Sometimes we get so busy with everyday life that we forget to stop, breathe, and appreciate the beauty around us. This rafting adventure reminded me that life is also like a river. Sometimes the water is calm, sometimes the current becomes strong and rocky. But when you have your family, your team, and people who guide and support you, you don't have to face the journey alone. And then came one of my favorite moments. I looked around at this beautiful place that almost felt like paradise, and I shouted, "Thank you, Lord." And just as I said it, a beautiful white bird appeared flying on the right side of the river. I don't know if it was simply a coincidence, but at that moment, it felt so special. It reminded me to be grateful not only for the adventure, but for the people I'm sharing it with. This wasn't just a rafting experience, it was a lesson about teamwork, trust, courage, family, gratitude, and faith. We started the adventure as individuals, but we paddled as one team. We ended the journey with unforgettable memories as a family. What a wonderful adventure we experienced together. And this is only part 2, so stay tuned for more of our family adventure. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe. See you in my next vlog. Bye!